Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing a review of the Louis Vuitton Desk Agenda. I'm going to show you how I've set it up and go over some pros and cons. So if that's something you're interested in, then keep watching. So I've been using this agenda for a good year and a half now, so I think I am finally able to give a good review of it. Overall, I am very pleased with it. I've been enjoying it a lot, and I'm surprised at how much I've been using it, because I am typically not a person that uses agendas or planners. I'm more of a write things down in a notebook or use a bunch of sticky notes everywhere type of person. But I think I've been getting a lot of use out of it because of the way that I've set it up. So in a couple of seconds, I'll be turning the camera around so that we can take a closer look, and I'll show you my setup. So this is what it looks like when you first open it up. I think I will just kind of go over the agenda cover, the details of it, and then I'll show you how I've set it up. So on the left hand side, on the inside pocket, there's a couple of compartments. There is this bigger one in the back, which I've just stuck some notes in. And then there is this smaller one in the front. And then on the back cover, there are 6 credit card slots, and then this little slot at the bottom for maybe business cards. So this desk agenda fits A5 paper and planner refills, but it can also fit half letter size. The half letter size is a little bigger in width by about 1/4 of an inch. But either the A5 or the half letter size both fit in this agenda. I just chose to use the A5 size for everything. I bought most of what I put inside on Amazon, and I'll go ahead and I'll link everything in the description box. So first, we'll just cover this side. So on this side, I had some notes like I showed you before in this back pocket. And then I just have like a few little cards over here. This first card was something that I got when I was out shopping. I think I was at Saks, and I just thought it was really pretty, and I thought it matched my agenda. It was a perfume card, actually, from Tiffany Rose Gold fragrance. So I just thought it was really pretty, and I like to keep it in here. And then these other things I have are just things that I bought. So this is something that I bought at Saks, and I just put a little message for myself. You are strong and amazing, and you are enough. I like to do that when I buy things, put little notes to myself. And then this is something that I bought from Saint Laurent for my birthday. So, you know, I just occasionally I change things out in this front pocket as I see fit. And then throughout my agenda, I have little pictures like this of things that I printed off of the internet. Just cute little pictures. I laminated myself with laminating sheets that I bought at like Office Depot or Staples or something like that. This is another picture that I printed off. And then on this side, I just usually like put little stickers on it. I think the stickers are fun. It just keeps it interesting. And then I have little sticky notes that I usually put over here, and then over here my little to-do list. These are a couple of stickies that I had from this weekend of things that I needed to do. So I bought this 6-ring A5 plastic ring binder off of Amazon, and what I did was I just stuck it in one side. So you just stick one side over here like this, very easy, and then the other side is stuck over here, and you have your 6-ring binder. Very simple. I think I paid like $8 for this, and that's what turns it into your agenda. I think some people use the ring binders with the discs on them. I'll put a picture on the screen, but I just chose to use the standard 6 rings because I was scared that the disc might leave indentations in the spine of the cover, so I wanted to avoid that. And this one's been working really nicely for me. It hasn't left any indentations or anything, and it's really pretty in this rose gold color. And I mean, there's plenty of room if I wanted to add more things onto this agenda, more paper or refills. And then coming to the actual planner or the calendar section. So this one is for July of 2023 through June of 2024. And I chose to go with that because when I purchased this agenda, it was in June, so half the year was over. So my calendar year is from July to June. So this calendar refill contains like the month at a glance. And so for January, I just have a couple of things written on here, a couple stickers. For February, I have a few more. And then it also contains like the daily planning. So that is that all the way through June, like I said. And then this has a notes section, which I don't really use because I tend to use my notebook as my notes section. And then I just kind of have this little affirmations page. And then in the back is where I keep my notebook. So let's go ahead and put that back in there. I bought this off of Amazon also, but there's lots of different notebooks that you can use. This is just the one that I chose that I thought was nice. And this is where I do the bulk of my writing. This is an A5 size. And I like this one because it has little inspirational quotes, little motivational quotes at the bottom. This one says, learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. I think that is very poignant, especially for an agenda. And then in the back here, so the desk agenda doesn't have a little loop for your pen, so I created one. I just created a little note card, which I laminated myself, and I bought this little pen holder off of Amazon, and I put a little pin in here. You got to make sure that you choose one that fits inside, and I just keep it in this little last card slot. But let's be honest, what I usually end up doing is just keeping my pen in the middle of my notebook and carrying it around like this. So that's how it gets the practical use, but I think this is really good to have anyway. So I'll just go over some of the differences between the desk agenda and the Louis Vuitton large agenda. There's not very many differences. One of the differences is that the large agenda has a snap button closure and this one doesn't, because it's just meant to sit on your desk open, I guess. But I don't really need the snap button closure. I like it without it because from what I've heard and from what I've seen, the little snap button closure kind of gets in the way when you're writing, and the closure kind of comes over here. It kind of gets in your way of writing. So I prefer not to have that. The other difference is that the large agenda comes with a pen loop. This one does not, which is not a deal breaker for me because, like I said, what I usually end up doing is keeping the pen inside of the notebook. And of course, the biggest difference is that the large agenda, or the agendas in general, come with a 6-ring binder embedded in the cover, and this one does not. I had to purchase that separately. Also, the large agenda does not have the card slots on it like this one does. So that's pretty much how my agenda is set up. And now for the pros and cons. So this is extremely lightweight. I know it looks big and bulky, but it is so light. Like, and it could be because I don't have a lot of things in it. Because I'm not really a planner person. I don't like fill it up to capacity. I just pretty much have what I need in here. So because it's lightweight, I'm easy to just grab it and go and put it in some of my larger purses or some of my smaller totes. and it fits perfectly fine. It is a Louis Vuitton item, so it is well made. It is very durable. Louis Vuitton canvas is very durable. It's easily cleaned and wipeable. If I spill something on it or if there's a pin mark, it usually gets out pretty easily. For me, a pro is that it doesn't have that button closure, so it doesn't get in the way when I'm writing in my notebook. Because it doesn't have the 6-ring binder, you can put other things in it. Like if you just wanted to use this as a book cover, you could put a book in it. You could put a Bible in it and stand on them in church with your little Bible cover. Or you can just, you know, put a notebook in it and use it as something that you take notes in. Whatever you want to do, whatever, you know, your lifestyle is, I think this would cover pretty much everything. And the biggest pro for me is that it's less expensive than the large agenda. And I don't really have a lot of cons. I just have maybe 2 or 3. One of the cons is that it can be difficult to find. I know it goes in and out of stock a lot on the Louis Vuitton website. At the time of this video, it is actually in stock in the monogram print. The other 3 prints or materials is actually out of stock. So this is the only one that's in stock right now. Another con is that it is an expensive agenda cover. Of course, you can find less expensive agendas, but this one, in comparison to others, is pretty expensive. And then lastly, just a little tiny bit of a con, or just kind of a slight annoyance. Not really. I mean, I had to like find something, right? Sometimes my notebook in here tends to like slide around a little bit, but not enough to really get on my nerves. And when it does do that, I just kind of push it back in. But, you know, things do kind of tend to slide around a little bit, but really not worth paying an extra $300 for me for a regular agenda. I don't usually like display the cost of things or display what I paid for things in my videos, but let's just break down the cost between the large agenda and the desk agenda. So at the time that I'm filming this video, the large agenda is $920. The Louis Vuitton refills are $105, and the Louis Vuitton notebook is $83 for a grand total of $1,105, okay? My desk agenda is $620, which is what I paid for it about 1.5 years ago. The agenda refills, the A5 size that I bought on Amazon, are $8.99. The plastic ring binder is $8.99 on Amazon. My little notebook was about $5, and the pin loop holder was about $5, for a grand total of $648. So that's a difference of $457. Do you know what you can do with $457? You can buy another Louis Vuitton item. So if you were to buy the large agenda, that price difference or that cost difference symbolizes the built-in ring binder, the addition of the pin loop holder, and then the button closure. So does that cost differential justify purchasing the large agenda to you? Well, for me, it doesn't. Because I don't care about the button closure. I'd rather do without it. I don't care about the pin loop holder. And I'd rather just buy all the things that I need and put it inside myself. And I like the way that you can use the agenda cover for different purposes, like putting other things inside of it, like books. But for some people, that could be a deal breaker. Some people might like having the snap button closure, and they might like the convenience of not having to buy things separately and kind of build your own agenda. Or they just might simply like the look of the large agenda better. I don't know. But I guess my point is that it's all about you and what you like and what's important to you and what you're willing to pay for. And I'm just hopefully giving you a bit of information that's helpful. So thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. Please remember to show a little love on your way out by liking this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.